just record yourself because
Yeah,
I'll be showing
brilliant.
some. Okay, what would you like to look at?
Firstly, one quick question around receipts. So having a chat with Laura on doing the VAT returns, she's saying to me as well that I have to keep it obviously for 6 years, right? So what do your normal customers do? Do they do a dual system or do they just go with this? And what happens if I know sure we're going to keep the subscription, obviously, but is there any other way I need to keep records as well?
We can cross-check it with her, but we here, once you have them scanned and attached in here, that's all we do. But if, say you got rid of QuickBooks, you would have to go in and download each individual receipt onto some other.
And you can still go back and do that.
Oh yeah, you can do that anytime. But even if you cancel the subscription now in QuickBooks, it stays there for 12 months for you to access it.
Ah, right.
So,
Right. So I could go back in after and take all them onto OneDrive or whatever individually if I
yeah.
needed it. Okay.
And
Okay.
the main difference between scanning them and not scanning them is the scanning ones, they'll stay the way they are. Whereas if
Yeah.
you keep them in paper, a lot of them fade. So
Yeah, 100%. And that's exactly what I've noticed even when I was uploading the 2021 ones. Some of them, even from maybe March and April last year, I was actually struggling to read a couple of them actually because they were starting to fade as
yeah,
well. Like,
that's
yeah, it
right.
was amazing. Like, so what'll they be like in 6 years?
Yeah.
Okay, that's that one. Good stuff. The other
Okay.
one is around the banking account. I always select current account when I'm uploading. There are different options around when I'm putting up my receipts of what account they come out of. Does that make a difference?
No, it doesn't. No, it's more. I don't see it makes a difference at all because you'll kind of match them up when it comes to it anyway, you know. So
So using current account is perfect.
it's fine. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's find this question on that. Um, why would it not detect the receipt? I have some receipts in there that say diesel receipts. It doesn't detect, but then when I go in, read it and set it up, it's perfect. Is that just can't read everything? Is might be clear enough in the receipt or something?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if I ever come across that. What actually happens? It won't take it.
Say I might have one for. Usually we get as much as we can of our diesel in Daybreak. Now that will change from this week on because we went to diesel card. But the receipts from Daybreak in Fords and Dungarvan, it could read one, let's say for today, I could get one in 3 days' time, and it doesn't read it. And then I just go in and manually update them, put in Daybreak Forwards, and bang, no problem. But is that just it just doesn't read it? Might be in as clear maybe or something.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know if I ever come across that. Not yet. Maybe I'm not using it enough. Um,
I've everything in there now. There we need to. I need to come on them as a tax, so I need to confirm where it's going.
yeah,
Yeah, no, that's fine. It was just it hasn't happened a lot, but
I
just
don't
asking
know
the
if
question.
I.
Is that
Yeah, I'll keep my ears open if I hear of that, and there's a
perfect?
solution. I'll let you know. Okay.
Okay, the next one then is when I'm in on example now. I'm going into my receipts, right? And I've got a payment from Ronan Daly, right, on last week.
Yeah, I saw it there actually.
Yeah. So on that one, right, mine is slow now when Zoom is on for some reason.
Um, is that it? The 1383?
Yeah. So on that now, am I matching it in there or do I go into my invoices and match it in there? Will it, or if I match it there, is the one job for me?
It does the one job, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Regardless where I do it. So that's
Yeah.
right. That's been paid. All I got to do is match that and it's aligned to my account.
Yeah, and it's going to put it against it and show it's paid. Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant. Okay. That's that one. What I have in that same, when you're in there now, actually, if you go down to the 24th of the 9th, right? You see a receipt there for the 24th of the 9th. It's down as actually in description, the Park Hotel, and then it's actually Ford's Daybreak is the receipt. See it there?
Yeah.
It says match, see €60. How is that?
Yeah, what's happening there is, okay, this column here is what's on your bank statement, okay? So it
Yeah.
was, I presume definitely the Park Hotel, you paid 60 quid for something. And just
Yes,
by
you did. There's a room.
coincidence, yeah, just by coincidence,
Yeah.
the bill in there for Fords are of 60 quid, and it's attempting to match it because the amounts match, and it's not that
Right.
far
It
apart.
was probably happened. It happened the same day, probably.
No, there's about a month between them.
Okay.
6th of August is that bill, but if you click here,
Yeah.
it'll actually bring you to the expense, just in case I misread it too. Let me have a look. So I'm clicking on the expense, Ford's day. All leading to Ford's, all right. Yeah, it is Ford's daybreak. But just in case I
Yeah, it
misread
is.
anything. So, but
And how do I
basically,
change that then?
well, basically you aren't going to match that, is what's going to happen here. So
Right.
is there a bill for the park crowd?
Yeah, they should be in there.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go see here where it says find other matches.
Where is that now? Find other matches. One second, I just
Yeah.
opened it here on my one here now. Yeah.
Okay, so
And find other matches. Yes, have that now.
yeah, so I'm just gonna click on that and it's gonna look for other 60 quitters,
Yeah.
but it's not finding any. Okay.
No, found none from either. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe that bill isn't in there. So if there's a case that it's not in there, let's go and get into 24th and 9th. Okay, you might just need to then click on categorize to say we don't have a bill. So I'd put down, need to know a bill missing, right?
Yeah.
And this is room hire, is it?
Yeah. And I definitely uploaded that bill.
Did you?
So I
Okay.
have it. Like,
Well, I can still leave it there until it turns up.
what's it saying? The 24th to the 9th, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the 24th of. Like now, just one quick look through my
I'm just looking at the suppliers park hotel. Is it? Oh yeah, there's 3 park hotels here now. Actually, well, park hotel.
Is it definitely reading?
Do you know? Let me just see. It's the one. 16th. So that's a different one. Okay. It's the 16th of July.
Yeah, there's nothing for the 9th in my invoices. So is it definitely reading? That's the July one, which is right.
Yeah. So I was going to look at that. I thought that might be it there. There's another couple of park hotel names there actually.
There's the new park probably in Kilkenny is another room we used.
And one in
Yeah.
Dungarvan.
Oh yeah, it should be only one park hotel, so we need to delete. How can I delete one? Maybe you had pre-populated something before, would you?
Maybe I'll show you now to delete it or something now. So I'll just click on that one. Okay, that's already in the year. So the simplest way is go into the sky, change the name up here to where it should be. Is it the park or the park?
I keep the Park Hotel Dungarvan is the right one. The actual park is one we want to get rid of then.
The one that
Park
says
Hotel
park.
Dungarvan is right. Park Hotel, I think one of them says there, yeah. So it went to suppliers. Yeah, that Park Hotel, delete that.
Okay, well there's an expense in here, so I'm just going to move that.
Over to
That should be the
one,
Dungarvan one, is it?
Yeah, Park Hotel Dungarvan, that's it.
Okay, I'm just looking across there. That room hire, by the way, there probably is VAT on those. What? Oh yeah, there's no VAT that time of year though. No, it's all right. Sorry.
Yeah, it doesn't affect us. And that's something I need to get on their receipts. I'm looking at their receipts there. They're not putting the actual VAT on them. So
Well, actually,
there
that's
is
in the
VAT
time
on
of the year you weren't registered for VAT. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, sorry, I'm wrong. They have put the VAT on. It's actually at 9%.
Okay.
But it doesn't affect us for that because we weren't in it. But from now on, I'll know. Yeah.
So I just moved it over to the Park Hotel Dungarvan, and then so that leaves this Park Hotel kind of empty. So you just have to edit and make inactive down the bottom here.
Oh yeah, make inactive. That's gone off the list then.
That's gone now, yeah. So.
Brilliant. And
So
the one then we don't have the receipt for and it's not aligned.
yeah, just put it directly into room hire and just write in it, bill not found, but it might turn up some of the time, you know.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that one there. So it's trying to go against forward. So you want to go in here, you categorize.
Yeah.
Put it into room hire here. Okay, and just write down
But
bill.
that one, I don't know. Does that mean we have a transaction in our account for the 29th or 24th to the 9th, September for September?
What date is this one? Yeah, well, yeah, this is the transaction you're going to put in that you spent the
Okay, it's
money.
in, that's the bank. So what description is right? It's picking up forwards as wrong. Okay, I have you now. Yeah. So description is the one
Yeah.
they pull from the bank. Ah, yeah.
Yeah, so you need to
Okay.
change this. I'll do it
Yeah.
here so you'll see it on the video.
Yeah.
Room hire.
Room hire.
Yeah, there's no VAT that time, so it's out of scope.
Our scope. Yeah.
Okay, and then you just add, and that'll go into your accounts now.
Brilliant.
And that's gone. Okay.
Okay, that answers that one. Good. And there's a few more there around. I see it as well. The DFS security, it's picking up a Statoil actual 20 or one. So that's fine. I know how to change them now. That's brilliant. The last piece there, with one or two others, but on this sheet for me is the fuel card, right? So we've moved from trying to limit our receipts, and we've got a fuel card now, right? That will come in once every we get it, I think it's every 2 weeks. But on that could be 3 or 4 different transactions. So when I'm matching that up now, what way will that look like? Because I'll have only one receipt. I won't have a receipt per transaction.
Yeah, and does the fuel card is once a month it pays, does it?
Yeah, and it's could have added up to 3, 4, 5 in it.
Yeah, just put them through as one bill for the month, you know, the total, and claim the VAT in the total.
And when I'm doing that, then there'll be 4 or 5 or maybe 6 different transactions in my account. What way do I manage? How do I line them all up?
I don't. What do you want to analyze them? Is it or?
No, basically, when I look at it, and when I'm trying to match my receipts, that one receipt could have 4 or 5 transactions in it, and how do I get them transactions aligned to the versus now I would have a receipt for everything, so
Yeah.
individual receipts, but I won't have individual receipts for my diesel going forward, which is great from keeping receipts point of view and trying to manage that.
It is, yeah.
But,
No, just say you're entering it and say it's January now, the one coming up. So here will be your fuel card name. You'll just have your total here.
Yeah.
And say it's 5 trips of 60 quid purchase throughout the month. What's that? 300. Just go with the total 300 here.
Right. Yeah.
And claim the VAT in it. And the details of the trips will be down. Well, it won't be the trips, but the purchases will be down there. Like the attachment will be there.
Yeah.
And I know what you're asking. I just don't see the need to break it down, whatever, the first, the 15th, 21st, you know?
Yeah. So I will have transactions in my bank account that won't be matched then, will I?
No, you will, because say the total receipt is 300. All right. And the payment out of your bank account would be 300. That'll match.
Okay. I know what you're saying now.
Yeah.
So that's actually okay then for that, right? Perfect.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It's just, and the details of the purchase beyond that receipt at different times of the month, but you didn't hand over any money for those.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. That's that one.
Yeah.
That's nearly everything I think I have. Oh yeah. Around my accounts, right? I know we haven't done anything really on this. So some of them will say you have an option of cash account, current account. We don't need to create, like everyone's on their current account. Is there anything from a cash account or anything like that? Is that if you want to keep money separate or something in it?
Yeah, so we have cash on hand here. See that?
Yeah.
Now, I'm just noticing a couple of things while I'm looking at that. Which are these items here, customer gift. I know what's going on there now. You've been adding bills and put them into different categories, okay? So anyway, cash on hand, you can deposit money into it. Say you have money there that you can buy whatever, sweets, whatever. So just go, it's money from outside, it's not from the customers, from their accounts. So you go into plus, I know it says bank deposit, but you'll be depositing money into the cash on hand account, okay?
Okay.
So received from probably Pat Sullivan. You take it out of your own wages, which is paying yourself.
Yeah.
And you want to, like, people don't pay you cash, do they? This is just money that you might have paid off a few bills. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just looking more to my own head around it. Is it something that's a functionality in QuickBooks that we don't need, because we've, like I said, we've everything in here. It's crystal clear on, it's all business related. We've really kept this as a clean account. Every transaction going in and out is part of the business only.
Yeah.
So is this a way of only separating money within an account as like a folder, or do we need to use it?
You don't need to use it, but if you do, the type of place you'd find yourself using it was if there's a bill in there that for some reason you paid out of your own pocket, might be a book you bought or something.
Yeah.
The bill will be sitting in here, and you know it wasn't paid out of your bank account. So
Okay.
when, let's say it was this Carew one, right? So you
Yeah.
tick that, and instead of paying it out of the bank account, you'd be paying it out of the cash on hand account.
Okay.
So you do that. Now, at the moment, there's no money in this cash on hand account. So
Yeah.
So where it came from was, it's kind of behind the scenes. I wouldn't worry too much about it, but Laura or someone else would just move money out of what you withdrew for the business and say, no, actually, he put this back into it, or Sinead did.
Yeah.
So in other words, she took
Okay.
money out to live on, but then would have bought a few bits of the business out of that money instead of out of the bank.
I have, yeah.
That's what's going
So
on
you
there.
can pay it. You can put it back in as a cash on hand as you pay it then.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else there? So you have your current bank account, right? Is there any functionality there that, I know you'd still have your overall, would say at the moment your 34.5K there. Is there any functionality in here that you could say, okay, I know from what I received in this month, and I owe, take a figure, I owe 1,000 in VAT. Is it possible that you could say, I'll put €1,000 into my cash in hand, that it's, I know in March I'm going to owe the VAT man €1,000?
Yeah. What you need to consider doing there is, and I would chat with Laura about it, is open up another bank account altogether. Okay. And call it a tax account. All right.
Yeah.
And so when you click on this word taxes,
Yeah.
you don't have to do it, but it can be handy to have money left aside. So at the moment, okay, so you're in a VAT back position here of 179. Okay.
Yeah.
I know stuff is still going in there, but that's what that is. But whenever you click on this word taxes, the figure at the top here is what you owe in VAT.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay. So, but yeah, it can be nice to leave the money aside. So you would just transfer money out of this, say, $34,000 account into another tax account here, and maybe you have do that periodically, when different solicitors pay you, throw a bit of it over there. So that should be good.
And to do that, you need to set up a separate AIB account and then link it to this.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not unusual because I know that.
Yeah, people do that. Like, just they know exactly what they have and they know what they have to pay the tax man. It's always put away.
Yeah.
Okay. Brilliant. Yeah, that was kind of, since me using the system, that they are one of my questions. And in fairness, you've answered everything. I'm very clear on all them now.
Okay.
Everything else seems to be working very well. Obviously the VAT returns when I do it in March. I'm hoping to do that on my own with a bit of steer from Laura, and it should be fairly good then after that.
Yeah, these items here, see these guys, this area here?
Yeah.
I just point something out. I've noticed it the last day. Well, during the week, I was waiting for today. So this is a bank account area, okay? So there's your current accounts, and this is another account. There's the cash on hand, which is the same thing, it's money anyway. But these other items further down, you've been entering bills and setting up accounts, and I understand that. But they're in the wrong area, okay? So what's actually happening is, you see here, their entertainment. Okay, so it's set up as a bank account. That should be an expense account. Okay, so what's happening? What you're doing is, I'll just show you now. Banking receipts. So I'll pick this one. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Review. So then, yeah, this receipt is whatever that's about. It's from whoever it's from. Okay.
Yeah.
And when you're getting down to this part, so for instance, you call the one up there entertainment. I'll call this one something. Say with the table you bought. I'll type in table.
Yeah.
Then add new table, right? And you'll click on that. Bring you to this setup area. But what you've got to watch out for is this very first one. It's not a bank account, like a table isn't a bank account.
I'm not changing the current type. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fixed, well, a table is a fixed asset, but I don't know how, mostly the one
What is entertainment under it? What would that be?
expense.
It's an expense. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it should be, yeah. So it's the account type. Okay.
just keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fixable,
Yeah.
but doesn't make
So
your accounts look a bit wonky.
yeah. So to fix the ones that are in the dashboard there now, I just need to go into them individually and change them.
Well, actually, you just go into this place here, accounting chart of accounts, right? Because this will happen every now and again anyway. You see here, customer gift is there.
Yeah.
So I'll move that one and you can move the rest of them yourself. So
Yeah.
click on this thing, you edit it,
Yeah.
you bring up what you just saw. So there was your customer gift and you enter that
Yeah.
in. Change this
To an expense.
expense down there.
Yeah. Brilliant.
And that'll move. Let's see, does it move now? Should move, yeah. Oh yeah, just give me a little warning here, but that's okay.
Yeah. They're changing confirm. Yeah.
You'd like to merge the two. All right, it's already entertainment there somewhere. Yeah, it's gonna move down, yeah. So I think that moved. I see it's still there. We just have to check. And customer gift is still sitting there at a minute. It's another crack at it. There's a warning in behind this. Something upset us. You just click into them. Account history. Have a look over here. Told me there was another customer gift. Customer. Okay, it's not a bank account in here. Customer. Now, a lot of the time, these are not tax deductible, but
No, they're not. No.
yeah. So what I tend to do is make them as a sub account of advertising. If you can advertise your service some way.
Yeah.
They'll stand out there anyway. She can add them back. So,
Yeah.
and that would be there'd be no VAT on claiming on that.
No.
Flowers, something, yeah.
No VAT. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to make the bank account aspect of it. But just watch that when you're setting them up, and otherwise it's empty now.
Yeah.
And anyway,
Okay.
that sort of thing will happen. It's easy, kind of correct, you know.
To correct. Yeah.
Yeah, so just so you know, in case stuff looks like in the wrong place.
Perfect. Yeah. No, I can go through that and
Okay.
clean up that. Yeah, that's good for me, Kevin.
Yeah.
Anything else you spotted or anything different? No.
No, but we're just going to set up some reporting stuff that comes to you routinely. So here's
Brilliant.
the OTO. Oh yeah, they're actually set up. Oh yeah, we've done actually. Yeah, so it's go to every month those reports. So yeah, our kind of setup period is kind of coming towards an end now, and
Yeah.
so we'll let you off. But I'll drop you a note in the next week or so. If ever you need us, our monthly support for someone like you, 49 a month type stuff. You may not need it.
Yeah.
And
Right.
but no, you're getting on grand. It's a matter of main thing is you're keeping track of the sales and expenses. It'll be good for you to get all those bank waiting room things in.
Yeah.
And
I get all them in now, and that's closed out.
Yeah, and then there's a thing called a bank reconciliation, well worth kind of getting your head around that. But there's little training up here in help.
Oh, good.
Yeah, let's see if any more. There can be the odd little video and stuff. Bank.
Yeah.
Well worth a look at.
Oh,
You know?
right. So you can get an insight there on how to do it. Ah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a good bit that kind of helps you out on there. So. And
Actually, one question that ran in my head there now as you're going through that there was, do you know the way I sent we'll say all our customers back an invoice, or send them out an invoice, and then we send them back a receipt. Can I do receipts in QuickBooks?
you can.
You can.
What was it you that asked me about remittance advice or something? Was it you that asked me that? No, someone asked me that.
No, because I
Well,
came in my head the other day now.
I'll just go to sales. Here it is. There's Mason Hayes, for instance. So you send them an invoice. Okay, that's grand. And this one, so you click on, let's just see what's here. Yeah, you click on print. Actually, there's no payment on that particular one, but there'll be a receipt.
I think that's wrong. That's the one we set up as a dummy. That one. This is the actual 3420 is what. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In there.
So the Ronan Daily one now is the one that's paid. So I've received payment that, so I'm going to confirm that today it's received payment. How do I give him a receipt back off this?
Oh, I see here. Actually, this 1168 did come in though. I did it on the 17th of January now.
Oh, sorry, it did. It did, yeah.
Yeah, so I just see it's not the reason going against that guy. 1168. There. Yeah, there's a soft settlement there. I'll just save that second. So the 1168 from these guys come in, and you click on the payment. Okay, so it shows received payment is put against that, and oh yeah, you click on print, and let me show the receipt. Yeah, 1168. See there, receipt.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you just download that or print it here or whatever you want to do. There's download. There's print. You see what else is in here. Then you want to, yeah, that's just those two options really. That's all you need.
So I download that and send in an email back to him.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, yeah. That's all I need.
So another slight option is you could click on the word invoice altogether. Yeah. And it'll come up as paid. See here on the right? Yeah. And if you look at that one, if you were to email them that one, because you have their email address, the word paid will be written across it here now. So it's written down there.
Amount due, 0 balance paid. That's brilliant. So download that and send that to email that.
Yeah, or even just send it to them like this. You could there's the page, save and send. Oh yeah, you just need their email, yeah. And it'll come through just like I showed you, yeah.
Ah, super. That's the receipt way then. That's exactly what I need.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Saves a lot of hassle of just doing up the old way of us doing it up.
Yeah.
Saves a lot of time. Yeah. No, that's good stuff, Kevin. Thank you so much.
You're flying it. You'll be grand.
We're getting there.
All right, well, I'll put this on the YouTube link for you in a little while, and you'll have that. So these are handy to look back on. You'll find.
Oh, they're great. Yeah.
Most stuff we've done, you've encountered it before, So
you can, yeah. It saves the notes and trying to check back later on. What do we say? What we didn't say on that one, etc.
Exactly. Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right,
okay, Kevin. Listen, thanks so much for your time, and we talk soon.
Yeah, talk soon. Say hi to Sinead for me. Cheers.
Thanks, will do. Thanks, Emil.
Thanks very much.
Bye.